Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, James.
And festive greetings to you. Happy Hanukkah.
Thanks, I guess.
Do you have...
a bit late.
No, I don't celebrate Hanukkah.
Grumpus. What's it called?
Krampus.
Krampus,
That's a different
it.
thing. That's a monster of some sort, isn't it?
That's, the Jew thing.
No, I think you're conflating those. You're
the Hebrew hammer.
You're confusing your thinking. You think of Jews as monsters, but it's not. It's not what happens.
It's Christmas. It's episode 26 of WATCast. James is wearing a cool hat, and
I feel cool in it. I feel like one of those kids that needs to wear them in case they have a fit or something.
Well, and just smash
accurate.
their face
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
I was surprised you were never asked to.
I was just stretching it out.
Okay.
I don't need to do it up, do I?
No.
No,
That's what you're perfectly
that's
safe
much better. That is much better. I can breathe now. Right.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about? It's Christmas.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about, we should do like a year, because we're not going to get to do one before New Year, are we?
No.
No. Because we're all off doing cool shit. So maybe we could do some kind of like yearly roundup, like favourite album. And this has to be off the top of our heads. Like favourite film.
I was going to say it's good because I haven't prepared a
Okay, well that's good because no one's prepared. So
Yeah,
this
it's in
will
no
be,
way what I suggested earlier, is it?
Well, I'm
No.
not claiming credit for it. You can have the credit for this because it's probably going to be a shit idea.
Thanks.
But,
Well, every time an episode is based on my idea, it does tend to be shit.
yeah, well, there we go. No, what other ideas have
Is
you
that
had?
why you were trying to supplant it as your own idea?
Well, you kind of faded out Jew news, didn't you?
That was never really a feature.
It was only a feature in your mind.
Was it?
Yeah, no, the ones that have been based on my ideas were erotic, choose your own adventures,
Yeah.
which is terrible.
It was awful.
I haven't heard that one actually.
Go back and don't listen to it.
Okay, brilliant. I'll look at it.
It's basically me reading Choose Your Own Adventure porn to Pete and Tom.
Yeah, but it wasn't as
Sounds
great.
sexy.
It seemed like on paper
I
that it
thought
would
it
be
would be,
diamonds,
but-
but it didn't work out that way.
No.
What other ones would have been your idea?
The one where we tried to think of games of shit films, wasn't it? What was that called?
Oh yeah, Bad Adaptation.
Bad Adaptation.
So that's a good name.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that one either.
Yeah, I mean, I've got.
I'm
good,
not an
I've
avid
got
fan
good
of this
puns for all
podcast.
this.
I'll just let you know.
You're a bit of a fair weather
I'm
fan.
a fair weather fan.
In many cases, the title was better than the content of the actual podcast. I think
Yeah.
the problem.
What was your favourite
marketing's
podcast
best.
so far of the 26?
Of ours.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yes,
well, I was
no
going to say
of
there's
ours.
a lot better ones I can think. I don't know. I enjoyed Film Imagination.
Of course. One or two.
The first one I probably prefer more.
Because you didn't know what was coming. You didn't know the
exactly.
genius of John
There's
Words.
a little bit of a little special
It was
something.
a frisson.
Yeah,
Because it had magnets and mirrors.
it did have one magnets and Carlos mirrors.
Carlos mirrors.
My personal favourite was the one where I went through some Jurassic Park sexy fan fiction. That was truly
I
revolting.
don't think I was on that one.
No, that was pre. That was
This is
pre-Eldge.
very early episodes.
the Genesis.
like 1, 2, 3 sort of thing.
That was good stuff.
I really like Quizageddon because I got to be but that hasn't been released yet, has it?
No,
But by the
it will
time
be up
this
by the
one's-
time they hear this, it's already gone.
Wow, I'm just messing with time.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the last Filmic Notes one we did.
Did you not?
No, because I sucked at it. I sucked so hard at it. I had to go home and have a little cry. That's how bad it was.
The online dating profiles was pretty horrible. That was 50 Shades of Grey.
What's 50 Shades of Grey?
That was a pretty good episode.
We looked at online dating profiles, just stuff people had written
Nice.
as their like Craigslist, or like Gumtree. Like I want to find.
Craigslist is like Gumtree, right?
Yeah,
It's
pretty much.
American
But it's
Gumtree,
much,
more or
much worse and much scarier.
Scary.
As in, like, there's a lot darker, horrific shit on it.
Like the dark web.
It was like I would
It's
like to
very
meet
much like the dark
somebody
web, yeah.
that would be willing to let me eat them. That sort of stuff.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
Also,
Did you find
people
anyone?
trying to get rid of sofas. It's like a mix of those.
Yeah.
You don't want to click on the wrong ad.
No.
Right, so 2015. Ooh, that is the year that we are in,
Yes.
and it is
Yep.
the year that is coming to an end. So therefore,
Things of
What
the
if-
year.
things of the year.
Things of the year.
Will, favourite TV programme of the year. Go! You have no time to think about it. First thing that comes into your head, what have
Probably
you
still
enjoyed?
Banshee.
Banshee.
Really love Banshee a lot. And
Oh,
it got
wow.
even more violent this year.
Wow, I watched most of the first series and kind of trailed off, but I did enjoy what I watched. It's probably the most brutal television show I've ever seen by
It's
a fucking mile.
Fucking excellent. 5 minutes, or like 1 minute like synopsis. Basically, a guy and a girl do a diamond heist.
Awesome.
And the show starts with him having been captured, her having gotten away, and him having served 15 years in prison, her having settled down in a new town with a family and whatnot.
Right.
He comes back and It's ruined by the time you've seen the first episode, but basically he assumes the role of the new town sheriff who's due to start that day because these bad dudes come into a bar, kill the sheriff. He kills them, assumes the identity of said sheriff because no one knows him in the town. And then it's all about him and a bunch of all of this bad shit that's going on in this town. Meanwhile, his wife, who's a secret badass, who's living this kind of suburban life with their family. And there's an Amish community, so you've got to love that.
Oh, well, if it's got the Amish in it, sold.
There you go.
Why is it called Banshee?
It's a town, name of the town.
Oh, he's not like a superhero.
No.
He doesn't scream at people.
He doesn't turn into things and go...
Just screams at people.
In general, he's like fairly out of control and...
Yeah, he's a live wire maverick. Very much like Carlos
like
Mirren.
John Words.
Yeah.
Like myself.
Yeah. But yeah, Banshee, excellent show. Watch it.
Tom, show of the year?
In terms of new shit, probably Narcos. I thought that was really, really well done. It was
Narcos.
It caught me off guard because I thought it was going to be trashy as fuck. I thought it was going to be really tabloidy, and it was nothing of the sort. It was really nicely written, really nicely shot. Yeah, excellent show.
1 minute synopsis.
It's all about Carlos Escobar.
Done.
Sorry,
Carlos Estevez.
Pablo Escobar.
Carlos Miras.
The legendary Colombian drug runner.
Yeah, it is good. I watched that myself.
Okay.
And I'm avoiding reading what happens in real life because I want to watch what happens in the show.
What happens in real life?
Well, no, you know, like I don't want to go back to Wikipedia and
look up what happened to him.
Look what happens, yeah. My favourite TV show... Did Breaking Bad finish this year or was that last year?
Could it be last year? So
really sure it finished last year.
Okay. Still Breaking Bad. No, it's favourite TV show. Probably the Great Pottery Throwdown.
What's actually good that you've watched?
No, we're going to take that answer.
Do you know what, actually? I can't think of any TV shows where I've actually sessioned it from start to finish.
Like Daredevil?
No, I watched the first 2 episodes. See, but Tori doesn't really like it. Well, she does like it, but every time she sits down to watch it, she falls asleep.
Okay.
And then so we have to rewatch the same episode again. Okay. So I've seen the first 2 episodes like 18 times.
Okay, so you might as well just...
I do like the first 2 episodes.
the same amount of time as someone who's seen all of it.
Exactly, yeah. Right. But yeah, I'd say probably Narcos is up there with the shizzles.
Yeah, definitely shout out.
Have you seen it?
That was excellent.
No, I haven't. I mean, I've got Netflix.
Daredevil was great though. I do give that a...
Have you seen Jessica Jones yet?
I watched the first episode.
Yeah, I watched the first episode.
And didn't really grab me.
I
know it's supposed to be very good. I will go back and watch it.
There's probably something there somewhere.
Not in the first episode.
Really, really good show. I just finished watching it. David Tennant's awesome. There's a lot of really dark shit, like not in a kind of, oh, it's a comic book thing, it's going to be dark, but actually like, you've done something really fucked up to it.
Like the Purple Man is a really unpleasant character.
Yeah, I hadn't read the comics, so I have no idea.
A few things and he's just a twisted fuck.
Okay.
So I can see that would work.
Purple Man.
Yeah.
It's not a very scary name, is it?
Well, he's called Kilgrave in the show.
His actual name is more scary than his made up name.
The Purple Man. Sounds like a gay MC.
Well, he's also called Kevin as well, which I thought wasn't particularly scary.
Kevin? Have you seen there's something about Kevin, or we need to talk about Kevin?
No.
He's a scary fucker in that. Kevin.
Okay. I don't think that's related, but sure.
What else? You said the word Kevin.
We are going... Great. We are now moving on to film those.
And fantastic. You want my favourite film of the year?
Yeah.
Mad Max, probably.
Oh, I was going for that as well.
I'd say Cheap Thrills, a close second.
Okay.
Cheap Thrills is a good film. 1 minute synopsis.
Yeah.
Guy. There you go. Guy. I'm trying to think of the words.
Fieri?
John Words. A guy. He's got a wife and a kid, and he's living in an apartment, and he gets an eviction notice and loses his job on the same day. So he decides to go for a drink at a bar. He meets up with an old friend. Them in turn meet up with a couple who start to dare them to do things for money. The first one to down that shot gets $50 or whatever. And it's about the escalation of that night. And it is fucking amazing.
Okay.
It is really good.
Cool.
It's really dark.
Okay.
Which I like. And it's got Pat Healy in it.
Pat Healy of what fame?
He's in the film
Funhouse.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he was one of the twins.
Cool.
It was... he's in a film called Compliance, which is also a really good film.
Okay.
And he's in The Others. No, he's not. He's in something else. The Innkeepers, that's it.
Okay.
You don't know.
I don't know any of these films, but you can go and look them up.
Yeah. I also, second favourite film of the year, didn't come out this year, but I watched it the other day, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Right.
1988. It is one of the best films
It
ever
is
made.
actually pretty good.
But yeah, we watched it together, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's fucking cool.
Ridiculous. It's Mad Max, though, isn't it? It's the best film of the year by a fucking mile. It's the best film of the last decade.
Yeah.
So it's fucking incredible.
I enjoyed it a lot. I'm trying to think of some honourable mentions now that I'm just going to say the same idea. Was Nightcrawler this year? It was, wasn't it?
Yes.
Nightcrawler was
I
really
think it
good.
was.
I didn't see that, but I really
You haven't seen it?
No, I heard it was real
good.
good. I saw the most disappointing film I saw this year was Sicario, which has got like very good notices. and was
See, I've been
totally
wanting
average.
to see it.
It's nothing there. It doesn't go anywhere. It's
That's one of
I
those.
really want to see it.
It's nice.
I'm going to watch it anyway.
Look, it's real nicely shot.
But, I mean,
We have disagreed before.
No, it's fine. It's real nicely shot.
I
If you
take
go in-
Tom's hatred of films as like, oh, I'm going to like that.
No, it's not. Okay, well, everyone I went to go and
Adams?
see it with thought the same. It's really disappointing.
Fair enough.
Like, it's got good performances in it. Emily Blunt's really good, but her character has no reason to be there.
So I was wondering about this because I had the same feelings about what's it called, Hurt Locker and
I
those
liked
kind of
Hurt
things. It was
Locker.
like, this isn't going anywhere. In the same, like, I know it's easier for like something like Homeland to have progression because it's a series,
Yeah.
but there didn't feel like much of a story to that, and that's why I didn't watch 0.30.
That's pretty good, actually. That really does, that kind of does go somewhere.
Oh, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. That deserves a...
That was pretty good.
That deserves an honourable mention.
Yes.
Oops, sorry. Worst film of the year.
Worst film of the
Worst
year.
film you've watched. Maybe not that's come out this year, but a film you've watched.
I
where
know
you've gone,
Tom's going for Jurassic World,
Yeah, no, that's a piece of shit.
like claws down.
It's not nice.
Bad-
It's not a
bad
piece of
film.
shit.
It's a bad film.
Apart from Richard Hammond not being in it.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing.
I mean, but that was the only
The
disappointment
hamster.
in it, really. It was a no-brainer.
Yeah, but you don't.
I
have
mean,
to, they don't have to
people
take
with
that.
no brains wrote it.
But they don't have to take it literally. I mean, it's fine to make an entertaining film without it being straight up fucking retarded, which is what they did with that film.
That's true.
There was a lot of missed opportunity. Like,
Yeah,
I finally watched it. I was like,
Bad. It's a bad film.
But
The
how-
effects are fucking terrible. Like,
But
what
I
the
mean,
fuck?
this could all be usurped in a week because Star Wars. Do you know what I mean?
the Star Wars.
The War of the Stars.
It's nearly upon us.
It is.
Well, the premiere was last night.
The review. No. Premiere is tonight.
Is it?
No,
Yeah.
there was a premiere last night.
Yeah. There's
Oh,
pictures of people
time
on red
difference.
carpets.
Okay.
So I'm now.
Red carpet. Pictures of people with some like red carpets and stuff.
Yeah,
It's a
like-
carpet right advert. Well, that's not the Star Wars premiere.
It's Star Wars, bro.
Yeah.
Everything's now sponsored by Star Wars or has
Yeah.
some kind of tie-in. So
Yeah.
you basically
Tampons.
can't. Yeah, exactly.
They're like lightsabers.
But I feel like Star Wars isn't going to be judged against every other film of this year. It's going to be judged against itself. It's kind of in a unique
You say
position.
it can't lose because they thought that about Phantom Menace and it lost so hard.
Yeah.
But it didn't at the time. A lot of people were like, oh no, it's still good though.
Yeah, because everyone just wanted to go and see it.
Yeah.
But I mean, all this has
But
to do
everyone
is
wants to
be
go
a
see
Star
this.
Wars film and it wins. I mean, it just has to feel roughly as
Roughly
if it's,
right, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, JJ's in a great position because he just has to not make the prequels.
Which he's already not done.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Unless everything we've seen in the trailer is all the best bits and the rest of it is just
Kylo Ren
all
is Jar
green.
Jar.
It's all green screen. He takes off the mask and yeah, it's Jar Jar.
He does have
stuffy
like
in
kind of a
here.
snout on that mask. I'm saying, I'm calling
It's-
it now.
It's
Kylo
highly
Jar
probable.
Jar.
There's an online fan theory about Jar Jar Binks and about how he's like the Sith Lord and about how he manipulates everyone to do it because he's always the instigator of everything that goes wrong in the films. And
I don't remember anything that
Like,
happened in
he's
those
so
films.
evil he managed to ruin the films.
Yes.
That's how he's so evil he managed to like jump the fourth wall and fuck up the
The
entire
films
prequel
and
trilogy.
do all the evil doings.
my worst film of the year will
Still Phantom Menace.
probably be
Years later.
anything that Adam Sandler has touched.
So Pixels.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'm going for
I'm going to
Pixels.
assume that's the worst.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that that's
that
the
has
worst
been
film.
made, yeah.
Yeah, Adam Sandler needs to just pack up and shut up and go home.
Yeah.
Just go and sit in his bank vault full of his millions and
Just give it
make
up.
stupid voices to himself while masturbating.
Does he have to
There's
do
a
that
mental
bit?
image. No, I just thought I'd
The
finish
real
that
shame
image
of it
off.
is he can
I
actually
see what you
act.
did.
If you see something like Punch Drunk Love, he's exceptionally good.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to act.
Well, no, the problem is he makes
He doesn't
terrible,
bother,
made
yeah.
terrible choices and he gave up trying years
He just
ago.
turns
He
up the
totally-
retard to 11 and goes rolling,
It's just
and
annoying
then
'cause
2 hours of
He has the
him.
ability to be better, but doesn't, which is the most frustrating thing.
Was A World's End this year?
That's a real bad film.
That's a really bad film.
That
It wasn't
made me-
this year.
That made me angry.
Was it last year?
That
Yeah.
film.
Oh, okay. So I take that back.
Yeah, I'm very surprised by that.
It's soulless. It's
It had some good fight scenes in it.
That was it.
It's a soulless piece of shit.
Kingsman's pretty bad.
I quite like that.
Yeah, lots of other people did like that. I didn't like that
It
at
was
all.
just a super glossy.
There was an anal sex joke in the last 3 seconds of the film that was totally out of context for the rest of the film.
It's ridiculous. Like the whole film's ridiculous.
It's like Bambi at the end turning around to Thumper and going, "Do you want to fuck me out the arse right now?" Like, it was really fucking odd. It was really odd.
Yeah.
Didn't like it at all.
I liked it, like in the sense that it was like a British G.I. Joe. Like, you know how the G.I. Joe movies were just retarded?
Yes.
Retarded.
Yeah. But they tried to do that, didn't they? That was the point.
That's true enough.
But the young kid, Taron Egerton, who played
the Chav,
the main Chav in the film.
King Chav.
King Chav. He is playing Eddie the Eagle Edwards in a biopic with Hugh Jackman as his trainer.
Right.
Right.
I really want to know what the title for that is.
I think it's just called Eddie the Eagle. Oh, that would be
I think
awesome.
it would just be something like landed. They'll just like
almost landed.
It'll be some like meaningful like
Fractured collarbone.
Yeah. Fuckery.
Worst film?
Worst film. Depends if you're talking disappointments.
Yes, I am.
Because that is Jurassic World. But then I didn't think that was going to be amazing.
Okay.
I didn't bother going to see it at the cinema.
Can I take this helmet off now?
If you want to, yeah.
Sweet.
That was always on a voluntary basis.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't ask you to put it on in the first place.
Made it just a bit sweaty for you, mate.
Thanks, man.
No worries.
Let that dry out.
I'll just put that
Just pop it down.
on the floor there.
Yep. Bad films. I tend to avoid
Bad films.
bad films.
Me and
using
Tori-
the IMDb scale.
Me and Tori go out of our way to watch the worst films possible
Yeah.
because it's funny.
What's your worst film of the year? Because I haven't got any
Can't
better
remember.
examples. You're just looking at bad films.
Yeah, well,
generally.
I watch quite a few bad films. So, I mean, I've got many to choose from.
Can I give an honourable mention? Good
Oh!
film to Inside Out.
I was just about to say
fuck
Inside
yes.
Out. That is a Don
That's a great
ass film.
Great
Yeah,
film.
incredible.
But The Good Dinosaur hasn't got good reviews.
No, but that
It
was like a
didn't look
very
particularly good in the
troubled
trailer.
production, wasn't it? They
Was
had to,
it?
Like,
Yeah.
they had to like reboot it and like sack the director and
They
get
pulled the
someone else
director
in.
off. Boom. Wanking
Well, no
joke
wonder
straight
it
in.
wasn't focused. Games of the year?
Oh, God, I don't really play.
Okay, me and Tom
I'm going
then.
to go Plants vs. Zombies 2.
It's a good game.
Stick tennis. I like that one. That's good. Anything that I can play while having a shit is a good game to me. So there we go.
What? So like Sink the Submarine? Is that another?
Is that a euphemism?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
Give birth to the otter.
Yep. I don't know, man. I mean, there's so many. It's been a really good year.
I'm going to
really
guess what
has.
yours is going to be.
What's that?
Metal Gear Solid.
I would probably say it's actually The Witcher 3 on balance.
Okay. Oh, I was going Metal Gear Solid, so I'll have that one.
Metal Gear is an exceptionally good game, and if it was on purely on mechanics and gameplay mechanics alone, then it would win pretty much any year. But
Okay.
there's story issues that hold it back, and I think The Witcher 3 is an incredible achievement.
I didn't play Witcher because I don't like fantasy
Well,
things.
that's entirely reasonable.
I don't
Nicholas
really like story
Witchell
that
3. That's my favourite game.
much. You're an idiot.
I know.
Have you played Nuclear Throne at all?
No, I've been
That's
sort of keeping an eye
Fucking
on it, but
awesome. I've been playing that for the last week, and
that's
that's
the
like,
super pixely shooter by
yeah, it's Flambeer.
Ismail, isn't it?
Yeah, Rami Ismail and the other guy.
Oh, Rocket League. That's a good game.
That's an excellent
Rocket
game.
League's like
That
probably, actually on balance, that's probably my game of the year.
Rocket League. I'll go with that.
That's
'Cause that is
We play that in the tour bus on the way to
that is a
gigs.
respectable choice.
I'm don at it.
all right,
I like the witch's hat on the car
right,
because I'm tired.
because you played it for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Yeah. I'm really good at it.
Are you?
Scored like 4 goals in a game, yeah, against the computer
Right.
on rookie.
Wow.
Yeah.
And my finest gaming moment this year was coming back from the pub, shit-faced, and going straight into Rocket League Online, and then like dominating a game. Scored like 4 goals, got
So
2
that
assists.
retard strength.
The thing is that the game after, I was fucking terrible. I could barely knock the ball in a straight line, but for one game, it was golden.
Right.
That was my favourite moment of the year.
Was that when you connected to James?
Yeah.
He was just like really trying.
Favorite album or music? Favorite new band of the year?
Albumin.
Favorite album of the year? Isn't that the white bit round
That's
an
the
egg?
time that I had a boiled egg last week. I think, hang on, did The Physical World come out this year?
Who's that?
That's
Death from
Death
Above?
from Above. Yes, it did. Yeah.
in that case, because I'm just so excited that that's the thing again.
That's the thing. It's not
Yeah, I
very
didn't
good though.
even
The
know
album.
that was the second
I've
album.
gone back to it again and I really like it. Yeah.
It's
the first
it's an
listen, I was
album.
like,
We can
I
both
think it's
agree.
really good, man. I quite like it.
The most disappointing album this year, Refused.
I quite like that.
I still haven't really gotten into it. I tried.
I think it's all right.
No, it's terrible.
No, it's all right.
No, it's awful.
Right.
I'm going to try it again. Also, shout
all
out
means.
to Carpenter Brute.
Who's that?
Pretty good
Yeah,
EP wise.
EP.
Electro, synthwavy geezer.
Oh, nice.
Really, really good. Sort of, and they do live gigs and it's sort of like heavy synth kind of shit. You'd like it.
Oh, cool. Carpenter Brute.
Carpenter Brute.
That's quite a weird name.
It's just brute without an E on the end. As if it's champagne.
Or the
Yeah.
spray, the Eau de Cologne.
Eau de Cologne, exactly. What about you? What's your favourite album of the year?
Favourite album of the year?
Because you listen to a lot of music.
I do, you know.
It's fair to say. Compared to me, though, like I just like. Oh,
Well,
sometimes
this
it's good.
is left field now because you're getting into things that. It's an album called Travellers by Modern Day Babylon,
Okay.
which is possibly the worst name for a
That's
band.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Or did I tell you about the name of a band I discovered? We Butter the Bread with Butter.
Yeah, you have mentioned these people to me. That's a real.
No, they're German metal.
That's
They're
a real
like
band, though.
Real band. You can look them up. They're crazy.
Okay.
We Butter the Bread
I
with
really
Butter.
want to see a German man say that out loud.
Well, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it must be
Butter's
that.
bread and butter.
I think it must be because it must sound funny to them in English without knowing what it means. If you know what I mean.
Is it? I just thought it was a weird
Most Germans speak
translation, but no.
English.
No, they're actually
They
called We
just
Butter the
use
Bread
that
with Butter. Yeah.
Name, yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Their URL, sorry, wbtbwb.com.
Yeah. Catchy.
Yeah,
Catchy.
easy to remember, rolls off the tongue.
But Modern Day Babylon Travellers is my favourite album of the year.
Okay.
It's instrumental.
Is We Butter
tech.
the Bread with Butter actually a good band?
Check it out. Oh, we
Well,
can't really.
Not right now, but
I like them. You probably hate them, but they're like heavy Rammstein with some good
Rammstein.
riffs.
okay. Well, I can get
Rammstein.
behind that. You know I love a riff.
But they've got proper vocals over the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Modern Day Babylon, I guess. Oh no, Pussifer, Money Shot. That's a good album.
Sorry, say again?
Pussifer. It's the band Maynard James Keenan's band.
Oh, okay.
So
I always thought it was Pucifer,
maybe it is Pussifer,
like
but
Lucifer.
he says it Pussifer. So
Oh, does he?
yeah, I'm gonna go with the guy in the band.
All right. Jesus Christ.
Bugged.
So check that out. That's awesome.
So what's the album called?
Money Shot.
Money Shot.
Really good.
Cool.
I haven't listened to a great deal of music this year. I think probably my album of the year, I think
Taylor
came
Swift.
out year previous.
I like it. Great album.
Is it that tune that goes? Isn't that one?
What are you on
It's
about?
supposed to be a Jew joke. Let's move on. There's a girl called Kalila.
Aurora would have laughed.
She wouldn't have
No, she
understood
wouldn't.
that though.
You think she would have got a reference?
No.
There's this girl called Kalila. It's a Kelela, and she's really fucking good. It's kind of maybe halfway between like Khalees and Bjork. It's kind of weird. She's got like an R&B voice, but really nice. But the music itself is really fucking weird. And she released this album that's technically, she basically took instrumentals by like existing instrumentals by producers and then just like made tracks over the top of it, kind of without them knowing, but then like retrospectively got their permission to like make an album out of it, and it's really goddamn good. It's really, really good. And Eldge, I don't know, you might like this. I don't know if you've heard of them. Do you know Blank Mass?
I've heard of Blank Mass.
It's like one part of Fuck Buttons side project.
I hate fuck buttons.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought you were a Fuck Buttons
Yeah,
fan.
no,
I'm not a fuck buttons fan.
Oh,
No.
I assumed you were a buttoneer. Yeah, it's one of their side projects, and it's kind of a little bit more dancey, but not really. It's kind of like doomy dance.
I can go with Doomy Dance.
I'd say that there's one track off the album that really stands out called Dead Format. Just give that a try, because it's like starts off like a metal song and then halfway through is just really not a metal song. It's fucking good.
I found a band the other day called 12 Foot Ninja.
Okay.
They're Australian, and I'll have to send you guys the video because they're just on another planet of insanity.
12 Foot Ninja.
They're insane, and then the music, it sounds like Faith No More with some like tech riffs, but then it will just drop into like salsa music right in the middle of it. for no reason, and then he'll start crooning like Mike Patton.
So it's like if the Bronx hadn't decided to split their mariachi band into another band.
If they'd have gone to...
Let's just carry on.
Yeah, it's exactly that. If they'd gone, hold on, these two things don't work together, but fuck it, we'll just do it anyway.
Oh, God, that's reminded me of an old metal band I can't remember the name of, who called themselves like jazz metal, where it'd be like grindcore and then just drop into like a minute of smooth jazz. What the
Or like original Slipknot.
No.
Did they do that originally?
Yeah, they had like all crazy funk in the like before their album.
Did they?
Did you never listen to that? It's incredible. Like they made some EP or albums, like 6 tracks I think it was, before they got snatched up by Roadrunner and like made their first Slipknot album.
Right.
They were like a crazy instrumental, like funky jazz and then heavy metal thing.
Oh. I didn't know that.
It's really good. And that's why Joey Jordison's like, it's Joey Jordison, right?
The drummer.
Yeah.
That's why he's like kind of madly underused, because if you listen to him on that stuff, he's bebopping and jazzing all over the place.
Nice.
I've got to hear that shit.
We'll have a listen to it after this. But yeah, check out Slipknot, pre-Slipknot.
So this is the recommendation coming out of our year in review. Listen to decade-year-old
that happened
Slipknot.
before 2000 and whatever it was.
4 Easy Pieces EP, that's my favourite.
Shout out albums of the year. I think it was this year. Sia, however you pronounce that.
I think it's Kia, isn't it?
No, that's a friend of yours.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's also a car make.
Right. But yeah.
Is she the one that you never see her face?
Yeah.
She must be fucking ugly.
Well, you do see her face because you've seen it before.
I don't even know what she looks like. I just know.
We just Google her.
But then I'll just get hair, won't I?
No.
She's cousin It's sister. I don't understand the whole hype about her. I've heard a couple of songs and it's just popping it.
She has an amazing voice.
She may well do, but then so do I.
But the songs are really good as well.
No one's bashing my door down.
Well, anyway.
The video she did with Shia LaBeouf was really fucking good. That was a real good music video.
He's my hero of the year.
I'm actually beginning to respect him.
No, I'm just joking.
No, he's turning it like...
He's doing some interesting things.
I
watched Nymphomaniac.
I heard he's not great in that.
No, his accent is possibly like one of
what
the
accent
worst.
Is he doing?
Oh, he seems to be doing Stroke Victim. That seems to be the accent that he's doing.
Where are they from? Stroketopia.
Strokania.
Right.
Strokeville. But it
Stroke
is...
content.
It is... That's good. And on that Tom Shell, we can end.
Probably should have left.
It took me a year, I finally made a joke.
Yes, you nailed it, Tom.
Joke of the year.
Stroke on Trent.
Thing is, you actually supplanted the I. You said stroke on tent.
I know.
Which is perfect because you've just moved it.
Brilliant. Spoonerism as well. Genius.
Incredible.
So it describes what happens when you wank onto someone's camping equipment.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah.
But also very disgusting.
graphic.
Yes.
That you draw the line there.
Yeah, draw the line there.
Yeah.
Favorite
Wow.
music video? Can we do that? Does anyone
I
know
don't watch
any music
MTV anymore
videos?
because I'm
No.
not 12.
Well, they don't have music videos on MTV now anyway.
I don't have MTV.
You have to go and search them out.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's not bother.
Okay, well, I'll tell you mine.
Okay.
Go on then.
Did you make them?
No, I don't actually know any.
Right.
I was just trying to make conversation.
Why are you doing that? We're in a podcast.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Sit here in silence.
All right, fuckers. I'm going to make like Father Christmas because I've got some presents for you all.
Holy shit.
It's in no way stuff that I just went and bought from Tiger after.
I've been insulting you for, well, nigh on 10 years now.
Yeah, probably over that.
Yeah, I'd say it's more than that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's like 13 years.
Okay, and you still bought me a present?
Yeah, I think I've got Stockholm
do no wrong.
Syndrome. Eldge, there we go. You've got a
no
hand-print
way.
plaster kit.
You know
so
I'm going to
can-
do my balls.
This is what I figured.
God. Why did you
100%.
give him the tools to create misery?
100% going to do my balls.
Will, for
I'll
you...
bring it in next time after New Year. You can. That's your next year's Christmas present is a plaster cast of my
You show it
balls.
to Aurore. Like, is that 2 hairy eggs? I don't understand.
What's Will got?
Will, you got a build-it-yourself racing car.
Yes.
That's
Finally.
awesome.
I've got a little something for Aurora who's not present, so you can give that. Will, you're going to be like collecting an award for somebody else. I don't really know what it does.
It's a whirling wheel.
What's yours?
I don't actually know what the whirling wheel does.
I think you kind of spin it and then
it'll
it's
light
like
up.
a shit yo-yo or something.
Yeah.
Say that, Will.
Big self-racer bill.
Gipsy till handfurkt.
And I got this adorable little thing, but that's just for me and my cat.
Tom is holding a strange lanky monkey.
It's really
like
tough. I think it's supposed to be like a leopard or something, but it's just like super lanky and dangly.
It's a lanky dog leopard tiger.
I really like it. It's cute as fuck.
Right,
okay, well,
mind the mic.
Sorry, mate.
He's tapping the mic.
It's all good. So I'm going to be chilling with this bro for the rest of the podcast.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
I might put the helmet back
these
on.
Tiger-related gifts.
Thank you, mate.
My pleasure.
You know this is for ages 5+.
Well, you're older than 5.
I know, but I'm going to do my balls.
They won't see that coming. I was editing last week's show and it found that your stubble is an incredibly...
Oh no, did it ruin Quizageddon?
No, you did.
Shut up!
By creating it. No,
you loved Quizageddon.
I enjoyed Quizageddon, especially the round about otters.
Otters, the otter round was the best.
Yeah, that was a good round.
How many species of otter are there?
13.
Correct.
Yes.
See, you've learned
I
something.
learned it.
Fuck.
Did you not learn that?
One remembered.
Yeah, I know, but I just watched it back. So.
Okay.
What's the traditional Japanese firing technique they used in the...
Raku.
Yes!
Why did I remember that?
You're learning, see?
To be fair,
Quizageddon.
it's either that or my answer, Kiln Jitsu.
Kiln Jitsu was the best answer of the day, I think. We're ruining the podcast in case they listen to this one first.
We are.
Spoilers
For episode 25.
This is episode 26.
It is.
I've got some stuff that I would like to talk about.
Okay, tell me.
I went with the band this weekend. We went on a ferry crossing.
For our regular listeners, brief synopsis of the band.
I've done this before.
They sewed this cunt's foot back on backwards.
Tom is pointing out an error on his new toy. They're both on backwards,
my alarmingly cheap teddy bear has got feet on backwards.
That's
outrageous.
It's filled with sanitary towels, so I think that's the least you have to worry about. Yes, I've done the synopsis of the band. It's a 90s covers band. We play dance tracks. Everyone seems to like it.
That's all I wanted.
Oh, cool. Most people seem to like it.
I like it, it's fine.
People with a sense of humour like it.
Okay, so you were on a ferry.
Every year we do this thing where we go on a ferry and we play on the way to Amsterdam, spend the day in Amsterdam, and then play on the way back, and we get paid and free food and all that kind of stuff. It's cool. This time they did a buy one get one free ticket for the regular punters. And this meant that it was basically a floating chav zoo. It was one of the most like...
Sounds like Mr. Tourette's descriptions of P&O ferries.
It's exactly like, if it had done a sign, it would have said floating chav zoo. Like Jeremy Kyle Cruise or something. That's what it was like. It was
Jeremy Kyle the Cruise.
It was fucking bizarre. And it set sail from Hull.
Right.
So
good start, strong start.
So we already had like a 6-hour drive to get there, and we got there and packed up and got in and sound checked and everything, and everyone started filing on the boat. And
how big is this cruise boat?
It's a P&O ferry.
So it's not like your cross-channel ferry. Like
no, it's huge
because that's pretty small. Like
it's an overnight cruise, so it's a big old boat.
Oh, okay.
It's a big old boat, and some of the shit that happened on this boat was unbelievable. Right. Some guy took a dump in the urinal.
Oh.
Yeah. Why? You're on a boat.
You can't wait, though. You can't wait.
There was a cubicle free.
Okay.
He just decided, I'm just going to take a dump in this urinal.
It's maritime law. So I don't know, salvage.
Yeah. Salvage. A bit of flotsam there.
I don't know much about naval law.
The thing is, I went into the cubicle for a shit, and it wasn't there when I went in, and I came out about 5 minutes later, and it was there. Like, he must have come in, gone, right, there's no one around, I'm just going to lay out a toddy.
Even though a cubicle's clearly occupied.
Yeah. No, there was 3 cubicles and I was the only one in there.
Wow.
Yeah, but he must have known that someone would see it.
Right. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Then there was also, about 3 a.m, a girl just took a piss in front of the lifts in reception. Like, just pulled down her keks and just let out a steaming torrent of hot piss all over the carpet.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it was awful. And then
sounds like Hull on Earth.
It was Hull on Earth.
It wasn't there on the sea.
Oh, very good. But we played that night and we went on at about 11, and about 7 in the evening they start playing music. Bearing in mind people had only been boarded for an hour at this point. There was a hen do, and they were all dressed as Dalmatians, and the hen was dressed as Cruella de Vil, which I thought that was quite good. Like, you don't really see that a lot. They did all look like dogs as well. So, I mean, there was that. But one of them would obviously been dared to do this because she stood up and took her dress off, and she had just pants and a bra and her tights, like flesh tights.
Yeah.
Like pulled right up over her tits, and she was just dancing like she didn't give a shit. And we thought, oh, she's funny. She's like doing a dare. Oh, well done. And then she put her dress back on and she carried on dancing like that for about an hour and a half on her own in the dance floor with 200 people watching her. There was no band or no nothing, no screen, just her and music.
Wait.
What?
You said there was no band, so she carried on dancing when there wasn't music?
No, there was music, but DJ. They're like over Tannoy, there was music.
So after the band...
This was before we played, so this is what I'm saying. It was early in the day for her to be
she was just
fucked off her McNuggets. She was absolutely on a different planet. And she was like her eyes were rolling in the back of her head, and she was doing like hippie dancing. And then she dropped to the floor using her face to stop herself. Like it sounded like this. On the floor, and everyone went, and she got up and then went, I'm fine, and then then she fell over again and started spinning like she meant to do it, like beatboxing, like not beatboxing, what's it called? B-boying. When she's B-boying, and her skirt was riding up, and she had her pants all like twisted, and she was like, fuck. And then out of nowhere, when we thought that this couldn't get any funnier, bearing in mind there are kids sitting round the edge of the dance floor with all their parents, and then there's stag do's and hen do's. There was like 200 people maybe watching this happen. This guy slides on his knees out of nowhere onto the dance floor like some fucking rock god, pissed out of his mind, wearing a Christmas jumper with like tits on it. It was fucking brilliant. And him and her started this weird like mating ritual, like chav dance mating ritual, like you would see birds do on the prairies in Africa or something.
Right.
And they were like grinding each other, and everyone was just getting more and more uncomfortable.
Right.
And then she started to twerk or like grind or whatever that, you stick your ass out and move it. Like it's twerking, isn't it really?
Yeah.
And he obviously clocked onto this. He was like, I'm having some of this. And he sidled up to her and he just started like grinding her while she was grinding him. And then he was like playing with her hair, and it was getting really like
dead dirty.
He was getting dead dirty. And you looked around, everyone in the crowd was just going,
James is making a surprised, shocked face.
Yeah, there's video evidence of this, so I can show you video evidence at some point. But this went on for an hour. That went on for an hour. And I saw her the night afterwards, and she was like, oh, you're in the band, aren't you? I was like, yeah, I'm surprised you remember.
I remember you.
Yeah, and she was like, oh, what do you mean? And I was like, well, you were on your face for most of the night. And she was like, yeah, and then just like walked off down the corridor, like slamming into doors. She was fucked again the next night. It was crazy.
It's almost like people don't go on a cruise to Amsterdam for the culture.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, ironically, we play on the way there. We play, and everyone was up dancing, and it was cool. And then everyone spends a day in Amsterdam. And then we play on the way back when everyone gets back on the boat. And you can imagine the mood change in the room. No one was dancing. Everyone was doing this, just like rocking
Spinning
back on their chair. But it was a gale force 9 gale.
Oh, that doesn't sound great.
On the way back. And it was like we were walking down the corridor. No, we had to gaff it down. There was, we're walking down the corridor to the room, me and Toby, and it was so pitching so much, the boat, I had to put my foot on the wall, like Inception type thing, to stop myself fucking just slamming into the wall.
Perfect storm shit.
It was horrible.
It's the second podcast in a row we've mentioned Perfect Storm.
It is. We've got a thing about Perfect Storm.
Yeah, should probably watch that one day.
But that was my weekend, basically. It was...
That's an interesting tale of
woe.
Of fuckery.
It was good. It was good, though. Worst... The crews, the musicians, there's a band that stay on that boat and that's what they do for a living.
They're in session.
They're like
Dion in Vegas.
They are the most soul-destroyed people. You look into their eyes and you can just see the gates of hell slowly opening.
Did they play Voodoo Lady though?
I don't think they did play Voodoo Lady. Voodoo Lady.
Was it Creme Brulee?
It wasn't Creme Brulee, but it may well have been Creme Brulee at some point.
Okay.
Pre-Brulee, it was.
Right.
But they're bad. But that was my weekend story. I just thought I would tell you because it was fucking hilarious.
Right. Let's sum up. Like, what do you want out of next year?
to never do this again.
I mean, you've got it. I can make that happen like
Done.
that. Yeah.
I want to make I want to make more music videos and a short film, and I would like to quit my job.
Okay.
Which I suppose I could do, but I can't really do that and live at the same time.
Have you thought about the whole Patreon route, Kickstarters and shit like that?
What?
Crowdfunding.
Oh. Why did you speak Spanish?
I said Patreon, which is like a monthly crowdfund.
Oh, I didn't know that that's what
resource.
it was called. I just thought it was the name of a
Patreon.com.
tequila.
It's good. I pay for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 podcasts, like a few dollars a month.
Oh, okay.
It's a good way to like support people making things.
No, I haven't thought about that. I haven't thought about anything really, which is also what I need to do next year is think about things.
Okay.
That's my big
I like your
plan.
existing music videos, so you should do more of them.
Thanks, man.
Do you want to pimp them at all?
Yeah. wildstagstudio.com.
Okay, we'll check it out.
Thanks, man.
Tom, next year, what do you need?
Be less Jewish.
That's not an attainable goal.
Grow your foreskin back.
Again, not really an attainable goal.
Just moisten a hula hoop and just like put it back on.
Hope that it grafts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been incredibly uncreative of the last few years, which is something I'm trying.
Haven't you wrote that thing?
Over the last few years?
Yeah, didn't you write recently? That wasn't that long ago that you stopped writing.
Yeah, it's a little while.
So you're going to turn it around in 2016?
I haven't written solidly in probably about 4 years. So I would quite like to get back into that. I've got a few ideas tinkling around my head, but nothing's really crystallised yet.
Could finally write your life's work.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Obviously my work outside of that is fairly demanding, so I have some like boring goals in terms of that. And also we're all getting married next year, so that's
weird.
Those are genuine goals which we should all be happy to pursue.
True enough.
We'll be making our women into lady wives.
Well, you've met Tori, haven't you? So
man wives.
Yeah, I'm the lady in this relationship.
True enough.
That's why I'm growing a beard.
It's not
trying
working.
to claw back some masculinity.
It's a vestigial effort.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for listening to us for whatever reason. We're sorry you're that lonely that you need to do this.
You really should seek medical attention if you're a regular listener. There are many good mental health professionals in your area that can help you.
Call me.
Call the John Words hotline. Check us out at WATCast.net. You can listen to all of the old stuff that we were referring to at the start of the podcast. You can listen to some dinosaur erotica. You can listen to us reading incredible lady mags. You can listen to the episode where we talked mostly about Tom wanking onto woodland creatures.
Yep. I wasn't there for that one.
No,
I feel disappointed.
You need to go back to the start and listen to the...
I want to join in. Not the wanking, the talking about it.
Yeah, but anyway, please go to WATCast.net. Share it with a friend. And we'll see you in 2016.
Indeed.
Fuck me.
When we'll all know how good / bad or brilliant Star Wars is / was.
How good?
Bye.
Bye.
Slash got to do with it?
I don't know.
He plays Kylo Ren.
Is he Irish?
Hello.
It's me, Kylo Ren.
Hello, Kylo O'Ren.
What?
Sometimes you just gotta follow the Force, boys.
Now, which part of your body did you get out while we were away? Was it a
Nothing, I was just
wait and see
whistling.
scenario?
I was whistling Star Wars tracks.